The putt-putt course over there on the beach.
That's got to
Wilson,
stick.
that's got to stick. Wilson going to try to get himself a main event win here.
Remember Zach Bell there, he's fourth from the inside, the 167 on the red Honda. He was quick in that heat race also. He's got the speed. It's him right in the center of your screen there. Riders going through all their pre-race ritual, getting everything set, getting the clutch adjustment where they want. Here we go.
Ready to go racing at Daytona. Oh, what a great start. Moose Can got shot out of there.
Wow, Ricky, have you seen a rider ever time the gate that good?
I don't know where that came from, but that was something else.
It could not be done any better. In drag racing, that would have been called a perfect light.
Perfect light, and it looks like Wharton was off the track coming out of turn 2. He enters the track safely, missed turn 3, but enters the track in a safe spot, and he's mid-pack.
Here comes Hahn, right behind Wilson. Hahn on the 19. Peter's going to tuck in behind him. There goes Bell and Wilson. But everybody's chasing Marvin Musquin.
Look at that. 4 riders right there on the inside, all top 4 off of the start. And then you got Peters, who's been pretty quick here today. He's in 5th. There's the rookie Martin on the Yamaha, number 77.
Man, look at Bell getting a little out of shape back behind him in 2nd.
Wilhon tripling out of the turn, and Wilson making up a triple midway through, and they end up about even. But track right now, it's in pretty good shape. These turns like this 180 coming down the front straight, not too rutted out right now. There are a few turns that are going to be bad, but for the most part, the track to me looks really fast. What do you think, Ricky?
Oh yeah, it does.
Wise, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here comes Wilson, closing in rapidly on Bell. Cuts down, tries to get inside, coming off the berm.
Bell looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah, maybe some of those rookie blues are out of the way. Oh, look at Wilson up the outside right here, and the outside's pretty quick. Oh no, he tries to go inside.
Bell. Bell goes down, and Wilson goes by as do a host of others.
Let me tell you what happens in that situation right there with Wilson being on the outside. Is a little move. If you're the guy on the outside, you take your inside elbow, kind of lift it up and get under. Let's take a look at this replay right here and show what Wilson does. Watch, he's going to catch the right side of Bell's handlebars. Catches the bars right there, tucks the front wheel under. Not often you can take a guy out from the outside, but that's one of the few situations.
Musquin on that Red Bull KTM.
He's due. Like I said, he's been fast. Lap times here, we're going to get a, now that he comes across the pace line, a 121.6 on the first lap for Musquin.
This fight going on back here for 4th position. That's Martin on the 77, battling with Peters on the 50.
There's the stick.
Yeah, Peters, as we gave him a fit in the heat race, he made quick work of him here in the main event. Looking to go. He's had a string of top 5s. Atlanta, St. Louis. Now he's just went into the 4th position, given by Peters, so maybe get a personal best.
Now Morton coming after him too on the 13.
It's a weird area right there where they have the mechanics area, the pit board area. They get their signals from their mechanics on the dry race board, words of encouragement, lap times, something, go, let's get with it, you know.
Morton got on the podium last week in St. Louis with a 3rd. Right now he sits in 6th.
Whoa.
Mike jumping around underneath him.
And track's starting to get chewed up in some of those spots. Now go through that mogul section and see at the top of your screen going the opposite way. There's some pretty deep ruts there.
Battle starting to heat up here for the lead. Musquin, who ran Daytona last year on the 350 KTM to a 4th, battling here on the 250.
Yeah, that was the 350 riding in the 450 class. Let's take a look at the replay here. Watch Musquin. Wow!
That was quick.
Did he bribe the guy dropping the gate? Because that was absolutely
that was crazy.
Perfect. That was.
Although he wouldn't pass your test in the start department because he starts with 1 foot up.
The Ricky Carmichael University. Yeah, but that's on the 250. You can get that first shift right as you come across the gate.
See Will Hahn starting to lose a little bit of touch there from Dean Wilson. He needs to try to keep him in sight as much as he can, be there at the end.
Last lap around, Wilson was a 119, and Musquin and Hahn were 121s. But you can see now it's all, started to come back and forth here.
Wilson is second in St. Louis, his 3rd straight podium. Here he is trying to get the win. The Monster Camp chasing him through the tri-oval. Wilson with 1 main event win this year, the opener. Since then, it's been all Will Hahn.
So far, you can see Wilson, he's the only rider that's done a 119 here. Now, Musquin, in his qualifier, he turned a 119.9, so he's capable of it.
Here's Peters on the 50, dealing with Dakotas. Dakotas on the 613.
Wow.
Cuts inside, takes
that
over 6.
That was an awesome pass. Wow, that was good.
Hey, Dakotas, remember, in his heat race, he came firing through the pack. He made a lot of passes. Rider out of the New England area. He is on it here tonight. Peabody, Massachusetts.
Let's go back and see how he got it done.
We'll watch. He squares him up right. He was on the outside. Peters goes way wide. Dakotas just takes a short line, cuts across all the ruts, and stay. Oh,
Dakotas is down.
Buried.
Well, it gives you a good idea just how deep that sand gets, too. Look at that. He's up, he's going, and
high-octane Honda rider having his problems there. Comes in to the inside. Get it, Ricky.
Inside. Oh, just pushes his front. Looks like the berm was maybe half blowed out.
Yeah, like
broke away.
Like when he got on the throttle, it just pushed the front wheel out and knifed it, and there was no integrity to the berm there. It just gave way.
Meanwhile, Musquin, the former motocross world champion, leading here at Daytona.
Well, and Musquin is a very technical type rider. Like you mentioned, former world motocross champion. He's got some serious skills, and he knows how to be light on the bike. And here tonight, as the track gets worse and it gets deeper holes and it gets rutted, you can use that to your advantage by popping over. Like you notice, he jumped that little triple there, coming into the moguls by little bumps here and there by missing it. The other way to win Daytona is just to be a complete bulldog and just absolutely hammer your way through.
Oh, you guys missed it.
Oh, I seen it.
Wilson got a little buck wild through the rhythm section there.
Well, he's having a push to catch Musquin, who's trying to join Porcel and Pichon as riders from France to have won here at Daytona.
Well, and getting back to that with Pichon and Porcel, both riders, and along with Musquin, they've got that light touch, that really bouncy type riding technique, and they can ride really clean, conserve a lot of energy. Now with mistakes like what Dean Wilson just had, and right there again, he's off the track. This is going to mentally start to tax him. Now he's going to have to work hard. Those little close calls, that takes your adrenaline, takes your heart rate, spikes it out. That's not what Dean Wilson needs right now. He needs to calm down. He needs to start to hit his lines perfectly. Plus, he's got Will Hahn just behind him. So now Wilson needs to control his thoughts here.
Now watch the top right of your screen.
What happens here?
Off the triple. What does he do? Does he? Oh, he just jumps too far. Whoa!
Maybe cross ruts there.
Way to the right.
Missed a tough block there.
Yep.
Coming down.
Wilbur right there.
Yeah, Hahn is closing.
Sneaking up.
Right now would be giving up that #1 plate to Wilson going to the next round unless he can get back around him.
And what happens?
I say that, I mean the red plate.
Yeah.
The points leader.
And what happens here is that Will Hahn, his streak this year, not only being fast, but he's been really consistent, right? He's really held his composure, showed a lot of maturity. He's been able to watch Dean Wilson make these mistakes. He sees him jump off the side of the track, right? So he knows that things are not going right for the number 15 Pro Circuit rider.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and he's in a great spot. He's going to be able to pressure Dean, okay? Maybe force Dean into a mistake.
And don't forget,
it's a lot of racing left here, but people forget how rough it gets here.
Musquin is also still very much alive in this championship fight. He's third in the championship, 13 markers behind Wilson right now.
Yeah, look at Wilson there, Rick. He's
hand come off. Has he got arm pump? I don't know. Too early to speculate, but he's definitely not the guy he was 4 laps ago.
Yeah, you can tell.
I know that much.
Wilson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and if he's got maybe by all of those mistakes, maybe holding onto the bike a little too hard. Look at it. Hahn tripling over that. That'll be a passing spot.
Looking to get to the inside.
Oh, boy.
Look at the bike starting to jump around, too.
He's not ready to make the pass just yet. Sizing him up.
Will needs to get by him. Yeah, he can. You know, maybe there's some strategy involved. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to catch Musquin, but anything could happen. Musquin could have a mistake, but he needs to get by Dean here for sure. Had that points.
Hey, look at the lead.
Some more.
Musquin almost 7 seconds out now. Last lap, he turned to 121.8. Wilson a 123.1. And Hahn just a little bit slower than that at 123. Jeremy Martin sits in 4th. He had the fastest lap of anyone last lap around. There he is.
I'm going to tell you, he's in great shape. He's a big runner. You know, he's just, yeah, I'm really impressed with how physically fit he is. So it wouldn't surprise me if he inches up a little bit.
And Aaron, that's all paying off for Martin as he runs solid in 4th here tonight.
That's right, a solid rookie season for the Star Racing Yamaha Jeremy Martin, but he came from outside the top 10 last weekend in St. Louis and finished a 5th place position, but the first time he has ever raced here in Daytona. He said he's absolutely excited, and he's been training at our very own Ricky Carmichael's place. And your mother, Mean Jeannie, said it all boils down to fitness. She advised him, ride your own racetrack. This track is gonna get tough. Did you give him any words of advice, Ricky?
Yeah, I sure did, Aaron. I just, you know, I told him, and I just said, you know, this is only the strong survive race, and if you can stay close, you know, just some guys fade, some don't. I mean, the further up the pack you get, the better in shape the guys get, it seems like. So I just said, you know, rely on your fitness a little bit. The guy has incredible amount of fitness.
Has he got you? Has he got you on a 30-minute run?
Oh, on a run for sure.
Listen, no offense. I know you've won here 5 times, but I think your mom's advice might be even better. I think I go with whatever
my mom's given me a lot of advice, but she stole that strategy from me. So
here we go. Wilson with Hahn chasing him. Yeah, a little bobble coming off the corner there.
Wilson's laboring a little bit in the corners there, around that corner by the mechanics. You can see there, not being too aggressive. Will needs to take some different lines, in my opinion.
Well, he's got some spots. Now right here, if he's close, he's tripling this, and Wilson isn't. Pulls up next to him, but then he's way out on the outside where those moguls are really deep. Wilson shutting him off, going to the inside.
Hahn's still trying to find that opening. Here he comes with a good run. He's got the inside line and a good head of steam. And that's going to make it work.
Oh, here we go.
Wilson comes right back.
This is when the shenanigans are going to start right here.
Oh, look at Hahn grab the throttle.
Look at the composure. Will Hahn is just unfazed.
Wilson giving him everything he can handle, though.
Yeah, he's gonna. What's gonna happen here is Dean's gonna try to, you know, counter attack, and if he can't pass him, he's probably gonna lose his wheel, and the rest is gonna be history.
Yeah, and then it looks like Jeremy Martin, look where he's at.
Jeremy
Martin,
Jeremy,
last lap
he's
around.
the guy.
Martin turned to 2nd fastest lap. Last time around, he's starting to close it up also.
With that pass, Hahn will keep the red number plate for next week as the points leader, and he'll actually gain some more points if Martin can get around Wilson.
Yeah, Martin's right there. He's going to go for the pass right this lap, it looks like.
He's right on it with 5 to go.
Wilson's in a bad place right now. He's just, things are starting to happen fast for him. Ricky's just, his thought process gets a little bit off, maybe a little bit of arm pump. It's tough to ride Daytona when you're perfect, right? The track is so difficult, but now maybe the mental side of it is starting to get the best of him.
Martin right there. Slows him down, takes his momentum away, but he's not going to have the inside line at the next corner. That advantage will go to the 15 of Wilson. Oh, they come together.
Uh-oh. See, now what needs to happen here? Jeremy needs to take a deep breath. Okay, just you caught up to him, you're faster than him. You can see Dean laboring. Just take your time. Okay, Dean's riding really defensive right now because he knows he's going backwards.
Great
Inside goes Martin again, and look at that.
Wow.
Over there. Oh, Zach Bell. More problems for him. He was riding inside the top 10. Let's see what happened to the Geico Honda rider.
He's taking a sweet time.
Dragon's back right here, comes in, just lays it down. That'd be the easiest fall he's had all season.
And then he got stuck underneath the motorcycle.
Legs trapped underneath there. He had his foot out. You can see it trapped underneath there.
Oh, it's deep. It was all the way in at the front tire. Hey, look at this lead here. 11.7 seconds for Marvin Musquin, Rebel KTM, dominating the main event here in Daytona.
Last time KTM won here, their only win here. Josh Hansen in 05.
Yep.
On their way to another one.
This guy's riding good. And, you know, I thought he was going to be Dean Wilson's main competitor. You know, there's not really a lot of talk about Marvin. Thought he was coming into his own at the end of last year, and this is what I expected from him 3 weeks ago.
Well, and the difference was that tonight he got to start. He's been fast. Hasn't got to start.
Here's a battle. This one is for 6th. Peters, Hill on the green. Kawasaki number 317. Got him at the finish line jump.
Yeah,
that left side's pretty fast there. You create a momentum. One of those jumps down that left side of this straight must have just a little lower face. You carry a little more momentum, a little more speed. Of course, the Hill family have both of the brothers. The main events here tonight. A little bit later, we're going to see Josh and our buddy Ricky's team riders there. But Hill's been a pretty good rookie. It's now his 4th race as a professional, and he showed a lot of composure too. Hasn't really made any big mistakes, and here tonight putting on a pretty good ride. Put himself up into 6th.
He was 16th at St. Louis. He broke a streak of 2 straight top 10s. And he's back inside the top 10 here tonight.
See the riders' lap times really starting to creep up. Musquin's at a 121, only about a second off of his fastest. Hahn, he has turned to 121. He's at a 123 now. And as you drop back through the field, that gap for each rider between their fastest and where they're at right now is starting to get a little bigger with each passing lap.
You can really hear Hill working that throttle. Comes down that long straightaway.
You see the bike right there really starting to bounce around. That inside line before this triple jump here was pretty good at the start of this race, and it's already rutted. There's kind of 2 lines there. The 450 guys coming up here next. This track is going to be gnarly.
Brutal.
Hey, Ricky, you know, I know so many people watch the sports car races here, and of course the NASCAR races and everything. And this tri-oval area is always so pristine and beautifully cut grass, and you come in here and just demolish it. Are there any limitations as to what you can do building on this thing? Joey Chinn would say, yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah, there is, you know, there's a couple guidelines that we have to follow with some drainage issues and sprinkler head issues as well. So we have to, you know, tread lightly in some areas, but other than that,
for the most part,
good.
they don't really mind you digging it up, though, do they?
No.
Of course, Joey Chinn with the president of Daytona International Speedway, as we are on the final lap here.
Pretty impressive ride here by Musquin. Roger DeCoster and all the team members over at Red Bull KTM are going to be extremely pleased to see the 25 get on the top of the podium finally. There's a blue flag there. What Aaron was talking about, lapped riders get the blue flag, means the leader's coming around.
Musquin, his first time on a 250 here at Daytona, and he's going to walk out of here with the trophy. And this will give KTM, Red Bull KTM, a win on the East and the West. The 250 class, of course, his teammate Ken Roczen leading the West points right now.
Such a cool moment coming up right here.
Checkered flag awaits. Musquin wins Daytona.
Throws a combo heel clicker, one-hander. I like it.
And there is Will Hahn, who will hang on to that red number plate as the